It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears under the lights on Sunday night.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into the...
are underway from Chicago. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, what's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Chicago. 62 yards.
Well, that didn't take long. The second play from scrimmage, this one nearly goes the distance, and now, what a start. You're barely on the field, and you're already set up first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Fields now to throw. Takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
On play action, Love to throw. And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Go.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first.
On the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Defense here coming back out for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Quick, yellow. Check, pitch. Blue, check.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Check white. Black swap. Yellow. Line.
Off the play fake, Love. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started.
Here we go.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
It's this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Love, they go play action now. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Down.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ready?
Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Play action this time with Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
Ready?
Throwing. Love. Musgrave's got it out right. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control.
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fields. That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown Bears. A 24-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, in that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now the point after try for Santos. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
To throw now. Here's Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now throw there by Love, pulled in by Reed.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. Ready.
Love now to pass on 1st down.
A short throw to Musgrave.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Opposite. Green. Switch. Yellow.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
1st down, Love to pass. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready.
Dillon is in. Touchdown, Packers. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance
blocking and getting their runner across the goal line.
Carlson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. They'll fire deep, looking for more. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing out from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And this will be a Packers first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Second down and a yard.
Commit red.
Up the middle, Jones. Oh, what a move.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And there's Jaquan Brisker getting to him behind the line. Great play by the safety.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Got Dobbs over the middle. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now Love. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones,
a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. DJ Moore headed back out as the Bears take over on possession.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in the route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here,
he's got him in, complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 75 yards.
And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. is confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Jordan Love ready on first down here.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Love now.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
2nd and 10.
Again, it's Love. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Ready?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
And inside give to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Escaping the pressure right.
And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first.
And quickly they get to the line. Here's Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Buying time to his left.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. First down, going to the air with Love. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. Rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Yellow. Check 10.
On 1st and 10, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Let's go now.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Love from the gun. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Off the play fake, Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 66 yards. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Working out of the gun. Love. That's taken in. Dontavian Wicks.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. To pass. Here's Jordan Love.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on all the throws.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Going back to Love. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's loose again. DJ Moore.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. What a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moment. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. Or they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always